everyone, and welcome back to Null Vector for another FUNtide build for Vermintide 2. During my last video, the Cataclysm video, I had someone comment asking for a FUNtide build for either Zealot, Unchained, or the Dwarf. And honestly, I think I played the Zealot maybe once during the whole time playing this game. It is definitely my least played class. I don't like the idea of it. It's just not the class for me. I know it's pretty popular with a lot of people, but that's probably going to be one that I explore last and kind of make a video about last, but I'll certainly get around to it. And Unchained is kind of in that same category. I played her a little bit more, but honestly, that class just puzzles me. I don't really know how to make it work too well, but I'm sure I'll get around to that. So instead, we're going to go with the Dwarf, and today we're playing the Ranger Veteran. I have two builds today. Let's just start off with the class discussion. So Ranger Veteran, he is really great at supporting the team. He provides a lot of value for the team. Number one is the Specialist passive. So any special kills drop pickups on death that restore 10% of maximum ammo when picked up. When we get to the talent tree, this can be buffed even further to provide even more value to yourself and to the team. This is pretty much the greatest ammo sustain talent in the game, and very useful when paired with certain other characters. Disengage, also an extremely powerful ultimate. So Bardin deploys a smoke bomb for 10 seconds that conceals him from enemies whilst he stays inside the cloud. Also gains increased ranged attack power while concealed. This is a very long duration of stealth. It allows you to basically get a get out of jail free card, where if you're surrounded by a massive horde of massed armor, you can just pop this and you're completely safe for 10 seconds, and you can cause damage to that horde while doing so. Extremely good ultimate. The only big downside, massive cooldown. Takes very long for this ability to come back up. And perks, more ammo. He's meant to be more of a ranged focused sniper class. And then moving down, fast hands increases reload speed by 15%. Again, just helps with his ranged. And ingenious improvisation, using any healing supplies, potions, or grenades has a 10% chance to not consume the item. Nice little bonus, but can't really, count on this or build around it or anything like that. I'm not a big fan of these like percentage chance talents myself, but it's on top of all this strong kit that we have up here. It's just a nice little bonus, and it does trigger now and again. So that's the class. So this first build is, I'm going to call the Grudge-Powered Pile Driver. This is actually a melee focused build for the Ranger Vet, which might seem a little bit strange, but I guess my reasoning for that is everything that is built into this class already just makes him a great range. So ammo sustain, ammo capacity, reload speed. Basically, we're going to run the handgun with this. It benefits very well from all these talents. You reload nice and fast with it. You get a lot of ammo for it. Every time you kill in a special, you're dropping ammo as well. So already, without any talents, you are a fantastic ranged weapon user. So why not just buff your melee a little bit? Now, this build is a little bit silly, okay? Just pre-warning you. So I'll just tell you the concept straight up, and then we'll get into the details. But one of the weakest talents you can ever pick with this class, I mean, honestly, all of the level 10 talents are kind of weak, or very situational. But this faux fella increases attack speed by 5%, is laughably bad by itself. However, we're not going to let it just stand by itself. We're really going to buff this boy up. So we're going to go faux filler on this. And then you might notice we're rolling the Great Hammer, and we're also rolling attack speed on this. We're also rolling crit chance and swift slaying, which also gives more attack speed. Tell me if you are detecting a theme here. All right, moving down, handgun. Basically just got crit chance and resourceful sharpshooter. You could run something different if you wanted. Honestly, I didn't go with any of the ammo talents, so you got Conservative Shooter and Scrounger, just because of your passive is great at keeping up the ammo anyway. You really don't need that. Barrage and Hunter are really more for like weapons that can put out a large amount of DPS in a short amount of time. The handgun isn't really that, it's a sniper weapon. And this is... I've never seen anyone recommend taking this. I don't really see the huge benefit of that. So it really kind of leaves one, and it's a pretty decent one. Resourceful Sharpshooter. Again, his career skill has a very long duration, which means 5% career skill back counts for a lot because of the long duration. And because his career skill is so powerful, this is actually going to give us quite a bit of value. But you do need to, be hitting people with your handgun to benefit from it. I don't know why I said that. That was really obvious. Disregard me. Let's move on. Necklace. Basically, you could run with anything on this. I'm running with health and block cost reduction. BCR is probably one of the most important defensive talents. You could also run BCR and stamina, or you could run, stamina and health. I wouldn't hate you for any of those choices. I don't think I've really talked about the traits on the necklace too much because Barkskin is a pretty obvious choice. Barkskin, honestly, in most games, you won't really get value out of this if you're playing decently. Like, especially in Cataclysm, you might take an odd, hit now and again that you just didn't see coming. But you really shouldn't be putting yourself into a situation where you're getting surrounded and completely piled on. But if you are, Barkskin is really just going to help you stay standing and not go down immediately in Cataclysm. It's, like an ace in the hole kind of talent. But again, there are some other decent traits here that I wouldn't, hate you for using. Again, I don't really like the chance-based talents. I don't really like Healer's Touch. Natural Bond, I feel like, is more for new players, especially in lower difficulties where enemies do less damage to you. Passively regenerates 1 health every 5 seconds. That is a very long time for 1 measly little health. And you can't get permanent health from healing items, which kind of sucks. So in lower difficulties where you take less damage from enemies, this is fine, I guess. But for Cataclysm, where one single enemy can sap 35 HP from you. What's 35 times 5? I don't know. It's a lot. I'm bad at math. Hang on, let me try. That's 170-ish or so? 170 seconds, it's over 2 minutes for a single hit. So, not good for high difficulties, I would argue. This one isn't bad, just kind of group healing, that's nice, and just increases healing on you. This actually also works for temp HP, so this is actually pretty strong with certain builds that can generate a lot of temp HP. But Barkskin is what I typically default to. Moving on to the charm, we have attack speed yet again. So if, a lot of this stuff is optional, but attack speed, crit chance and swift slaying, and attack speed, and whatever else you want, you don't need power burst Skaven. Mandatory for this class. That's what's making it a FUNtide build. Lastly, we've got on our trinkets, cooldown reduction and crit chance, both very strong. Crit chance again feeds into our swift slaying with our hammer, and cooldown reduction feeds into our very strong ultimate. So that's the reasoning for that. Moving on to the talents, Second Wind. Staggering enemies with melee attacks grants temporary health. Spoiler warning, Great Hammer staggers a lot. This is just going to mean that as we are wildly swinging our weapon extremely fast, well, not extremely fast, so you can see, your heavy strikes come out pretty slow. This is the main drawback of the hammer. The hammer is great. Cleave, these great large sweeping attacks, and any attacks that hit with enemies, it has great stagger. So it's fantastic for crowd control in that instance. The really one thing drawing it back is its slow attack speed. Now, I've got all my attack speed buffs out right now. I've got swift slaying happening right now. They're coming out pretty fast, so it actually kind of mitigates the one weakness of the hammer. Well, the other one's damage, but honestly, Bardin doesn't have a lot of great damage dealing weapons. It mainly deals with stagger. There are exceptions, of course, but you'll see why. This hammer goes pretty hard in Cataclysm with this build. Again, the build's silly. This, again, just small reminder, FUNtide builds are not meta. I am not making meta classes. I feel like there's a lot of content out there already. I'm more interested in making more unique classes that I don't know, a little bit more memeable, let's say. So, Second Wind pairs extremely well with the hammer. Moving on down here, again, this is a weak row. I've seen meme builds that use Last Resort with the throwing axes. I tried it myself. it's not great. It kind of disregards survivalist, right? I think it gives you 1 or 2 more axes, maybe, I think only 1 more, which again I argued was good on the elf, but I just didn't find it too good here. The reload speed doesn't really help. Yeah, basically it's just kind of going against the whole design of the class in order to access its plus 25% power, which is extremely significant, I'll grant you. I just don't like being in a situation where I'm doing amazing at melee because of this plus 25 power, and now there's an assassin that spawned, and now I can't shoot it because I need to disengage from the horde. Then I need to hold down R to get an axe back, which takes some time, and then I need to throw an axe at an assassin, which is extremely hard to do because the axes are slow and the assassins are not slow. I just don't like being in that situation, so extremely mean build. Not for me. I didn't find it fun personally, but I've seen people online, you know, rating it, so did go with last resort. Master improvisation is basically what you pick every single time on this row, but we're not doing that with this build. It's not great. Reloading weapon reduces cooldown disengage by 2 seconds. That's pretty minuscule. Probably better with some weapons, like maybe the crossbow or the handgun. If you're shooting it a lot, this will provide some value. But that speed, the 2 seconds is pretty low, so it's not a lot of value. It's something. But yeah, we're going with Faux Fella because that's what we're going with. We're going fast. We want to attack fast with the slowest weapon in the game. To essentially bring this weapon up to having almost 0 weaknesses, except for maybe damage. Okay, enhanced power. It's going to help with shooting, it's going to help with bombing, and it's going to help with your hammer and the hammer's stagger. So that's the main reason for that. But feel free to pick these other ones if you really want. Moving on, Drunken Brawler. Killing a special grants 50% chance to drop a bottle of ale. Ale grants 3% attack speed and reduces damage taken by 4% for 5 minutes when consumed, can stack 3 times. When you are at max stacks, you gain another 9% attack speed from this, okay? And some damage reduction, which is actually very, very nice. Grungni's Cunning, I find... I tried to make a build around this, like, it gives you so much ammo. So instead of 10% of ammo per cache, you get 30%. The main problem I have with this is a lot of Bardin's weapons aren't really fast firing. The fastest you have access to is kind of the Grudge Raker and the Masterwork pistol, which I believe is a DLC weapon. And I had some like semi-successful runs with this. Problem with the Grudge Raker is you can't really shoot things too far away, obviously, because it's a shotgun. And also the spread is kind of terrible, so it's not great for killing hordes either. It's really kind of a mid-range... Yeah, it kind of falls into this weird kind of mid-range territory. Masterwork pistol is pretty cool. It's a little bit better, but I don't know, I just find it kind of mid, but I have played with other Bardin users who make great work of this pistol. I just don't like its firing action. Basically, you need to hold down left click for it, like you need to hold it down for a second until the shot actually fires. So when you see something and you're trying to shoot in the head, if I left click, it's not going to do anything because I gotta hold down for some time. I just find it kind of hard to aim with it personally. I'm sure I'd do better if I practice more, but yeah. So yeah, we're not going with this today. The other build is going to use Scavenger, so we'll get to that in that build. All right, down here. Also, unfortunately, the 25 talents are all fairly weak, so we're not going to be going with 10% extra movement speed. Not terrible. That's a decent amount of movement speed. I just find this not super generally useful. It'll help you kind of create distance between enemies and outrun enemies a little bit better, but pretty edge case. Firing Fury. This is kind of contrary to Bardin's weapons, unfortunately. Again, if Bardin had access to a really good crowd control weapon, such as like an equivalent to the Elf Swift Bow or the Bounty Hunters, Drakefire pistols, then this could be really amazing as like a horde clear range talent. But unfortunately, he mainly deals with sniper kind of weapons, so this involves shooting your sniper weapon into a horde, which straight up is just like not very effective. And what's it going to give you? Just you can reload your weapon faster to shoot more shots into the horde. Not a great talent, kind of runs contrary to the ranger's design. So we're not picking this to get today either. So that really leaves us one talent, Exuberance. Bardin takes 30% less damage from behind whenever he scores headshots. This bonus applies to all damage taken for 7 seconds. Yeah, kind of a little clue on the icon here is this helps you when you are trying to snipe a enemy. If you do manage to get snuck up on and hit from behind, this is going to reduce the kind of punishment factor of that, which is very nice. Something that probably isn't too obvious is it says whenever you score a headshot, you know, my normal human brain worked where I was like, oh, so a ranged headshot. No, actually, a melee headshot. So this is actually a really good, like, melee talent. So as long as you're hitting headshots on your weapons, any damage you receive is also 30% less from the front. Very, very decent talent. Just remember, the Dwarf is a little bit harder to hit headshots with, so... yeah, you really got to try and get value out of this during a fight. All right, lastly, we've got the buffs to our ultimate. Exhilarating Vapors is pretty nice. And you would think for our attack speed, you know, focused build, I would go the Exhilarating Vapors for even more attack speed. I didn't though. The reason is because the reason I'm going maximum attack speed with this build is not only is it an offensive thing, it's also a defensive thing. The hammer mainly staggers the enemies and keeps you safe as you swing through them. So as long as you're swinging fast, they can never really hit you. So why would I want that while I'm invisible and they can't hit me anyway, right? So it's not going to give me too much more killing power. It is a support kind of skill. It can heal me and my allies with temporary health, which is actually really nice. But, you know, nice and practical isn't FUNtide. We're going selfish and impractical and fun. So we're not going with Exhilarating Vapor with either of these builds. So I picked Surprise Guests. Disengage the stealth does not break on moving beyond the smoke cloud. So normally you need to sit inside your smoke bomb to stay invisible. This means you don't have to. You can move around freely for that whole 10 seconds. This is very nice, grants a lot more flexibility to your ultimate, can allow for some clutch saves, so you can just pop your invisibility and kind of pick up 2 teammates if they're downed. Or pop this, move out of your smoke bomb, get an angle on an assassin stabbing a teammate and shoot them without fear of people wailing on you. This is just very nice, but I wouldn't hate you for taking Ranger's Parting Gift because that is also a very nice talent. We're not going to go with that. I'm not showing that on this build because I'm actually going to talk about it with the next build, which focuses around that. So either one of these, I just pick Surprise Guest, pick what you like. Okay, so yep, that's the gear and that's the talents. As for gameplay, it's actually pretty simple. You see a special, shoot it in the face, right? Make sure to pick up your ammo and your ale at the bottom. Now remember, your ale only stacks up to 3 stacks, and you'll actually see it in the bottom left of your screen how many stacks you have. Also, when you drink a new ale, it refreshes the cooldown of your stacks, and it lasts quite a long time, right? So they last 5 minutes. That's massive. So when you're at 3 stacks, you should start to share your ales with other players, right? Try to highlight it. Press T to tag it. Bardin will kind of yell out, hey, there's a potion here that they can use to kind of buff up their attack speed and their damage reduction. Very nice to kind of share those around the team. But you'll want to keep your stacks up, so I would say when you're at about maybe half or a quarter duration, you can start picking up that other ale again just to kind of refresh the cooldown on that. You do want maximum uptime on that, just keep your attack speed high. So yep, shooting specials as they appear, if you can. I do have Cataclysm gameplay kind of showing off this build. You'll see I didn't really manage to shoot a lot of specials because Cataclysm is very, very good at making you super busy with the horde, where it's hard to find that space to shoot the specials. But that is what your class is designed to do, so make sure you, if you can, take the shot. As for the hammer, this is an extremely easy weapon to use from a combo perspective. When you have a massive horde in front of you, you're doing heavies, you're chaining heavies together, right? And remember, this is with Swift Slaying active, so that's pretty fast. can see with my crit chance, I almost have like 100% uptime of Swift Slaying, even with my slow attacks. So now it's off. There we go, another crit. So it doesn't have a high crit chance on this weapon, but with the you know, the trinket that I took and, you know, all the abilities in my gear, it's got just enough crit chance to allow me to kind of keep Swift Slaying up most of the time. And you can see it's definitely significantly slower to do this without Swift Slaying. Yeah, so get into the habit of getting the cadence of these heavy attacks, because once you're doing this with a horde in front of you, you are pretty much safe. You're knocking them all back, you're staggering them, leaving them open for follow-up attacks. And that applies to mixed horde too. If you have some Storm Vermin mixed in with some normal Vermin, this is what you're doing. If you got some Shield Vermin there, this is what you're doing. The things I would be careful of are kind of the Chaos Warriors, because they can kind of tank your stagger and just overhead you through the damage. So just be mindful of that. But yeah, and if you got armor, very simple combo, spam lights. They come out very fast, especially with Swift Slaying active. Try to hit those headshots if you can. So I guess you gotta aim pretty high. There you go. It's pretty hard to get headshots with Bardin, but you will get them now and again. You can see the cooldown for my damage reduction talent in the bottom left. They're refreshing. So pretty easy with those overheads to get headshots. Same thing with monsters, spam lights. And that is pretty much how you play this build. Extremely easy. You're the hammer god. You are, you know, pushing out these swings extremely fast. It is very safe to do so, even in Cataclysm. So yeah, the gameplay will show that. Alright, moving on to the second build. I'm going to call this one the Dawi Airstrike. This one focuses around bombs. So let's get into the gear. We're going to roll the Axe and Shield this time. This is mainly kind of more of a defensive tool and a tool to make us more tanky through farming temporary HP. I'll get to that in a bit. You can see my shield here isn't too good. I would recommend maybe not doing the push block angle. The reason is because if you look at the stamina kind of section in the top right there, its push and block angle is extremely high anyway. So you probably don't need that. Block cost reduction is nice though, but you can tell we're not really going with a crit build here. So honestly, you can probably go with anything here. It's not a huge deal. Block cost reduction and stamina would probably be my preferred one. Yeah, that would definitely be my preferred two properties here. And then as for the trait, I didn't go with Swift Slaying. I would say there are two here that I would take. One is Opportunist. Increases push strength by 50% when used against an attacking enemy. We're going to be pushing a lot with our combos, so this is just going to keep us extra safe and also allow us to farm even more temporary HP by staggering enemies even better. However, the other one I would also recommend is, again, just Resourceful Combatant. It'll just allow us to, again, increase the cooldown of our career skill even further for those crits that we do get. And honestly, the crits on these kinds of weapons aren't massive damage anyway, but at least you're getting a benefit for it with that talent. Moving down to the handgun, pretty much same idea here. Reducing the cooldown of your ultimate with every critical hit, and yeah, just used to snipe specials really. Then pretty much everything here is unchanged. I would focus on cooldown reduction. Crit chance on the trinket isn't necessary. You could go with something else like revive speed. No real requirement for the charm. Again, these FUNtide builds, I don't really focus on breakpoints too much. I just focus on the fun. And then yeah, health and block costs. Well, health and yeah, block cost reduction or stamina would be fine. You got so much stamina already, especially if you already got it on your weapon. I would definitely recommend block cost reduction. Basically make you invincible while blocking with a shield. Okay, let's move on to the talents. So we got second wind again. Again, this is just very good with the axe and shield. We can farm temporary HP quite effectively with our combos with that weapon. moving down here, we're not going with our best pick for the last build, the foe fella. We're not going with the extra attack speed. Don't really need it for the axe and shield, to be honest. It's pretty effective without it. So we're taking the prudent choice, which is Master Improvisation, just reducing your cooldown on your ultimate even further. We'll stick with the enhanced power. This is going to help our bombs and ranged attacks, which is what we're going with. Alright, moving down here, Scavenger. Killing a special has a 20% chance to drop a potion or a bomb instead of a survivalist cache. This is really, really nice. It's going to provide more bombs for you and your team. It's going to provide more potions for you and your team. And it kind of piggybacks a little bit off Ingenious Improvisation, where you got a chance to not use these supplies, which just allows you to kind of span these supplies even further. So I would highly recommend, anytime there is a difficulty spike in the game, that is, it's throwing extra armor at you, it's throwing extra specials your way, it's throwing an extra large horde from two sides, feel free to just pop your potion, right? Because you're probably going to be able to spawn another one soon enough. And maybe you'll just get a free one by using this talent. Or even more prudent, like pop your bomb. So that's the idea of Scavenger. You don't need to be so precious with your supplies. You should be able to freely use them more to deal with any difficulty spikes. Moving down here, Exuberance, another very prudent choice, just allows you to tank attacks even further. Make sure you're hitting those headshots in melee, because you will benefit from the damage reduction no matter where they hit you, as long as you're hitting headshots in melee or with ranged. And finally, Ranger's Parting Gift. This is one of the best designed talents in the game. Like, I really like this talent. It's really cool, it's really fun, it's also really effective. Basically, activating disengage causes the next bomb Bardin throws within the duration of the ability to not be consumed. Okay, this is a little bit misleading, because I don't know why it says within the duration of the ability. The duration is infinite, so if I go invisible right now, watch the bottom left, you'll see that little bomb icon there has 0 cooldown. That box is staying solid. The idea is, and it's funny because the Cataclysm gameplay I have for this, I actually don't follow my own advice, but the idea is, as soon as the game starts, pop invisibility, go invisible, and get this buff, because it's going to stay up until you need it. And then, you know, I'm just chilling, I'm killing guys, whatever, I'm going through the level. Difficulty spikes, suddenly armor's coming in, I throw this bomb, and my charge is used, right? And now I've kept my bomb, so now I have another bomb still. Very cool. Now, this opens up further opportunities. So for instance, say I had my buff up still. Let's do this. Alright, so go invisible, use my buff. Now I've got my bomb buff up. So, if I have my bomb buff up, and then I use my bomb, and I've got my ultimate up, well, now I can go invisible again, use another bomb, and then I've still got a third bomb if the first 2 bombs didn't kill whatever I was trying to kill. Okay, so the ultimate is very good at chaining off against itself to deal with very large difficulty spikes in that way. What else? Well, I mean, we've got Survivalist as well, so if I'm shooting specials, I could have bombs spawning at my feet. As soon as that happens, the bomb that I'm holding right now, throw that into the horde, kill them all, pick up this, move on, you know? So you're going to be extremely liberally using any bombs and any potions you come across, because you have ways of regenerating both of those supplies. So again, highly encourage with this build, any difficulty spikes, use your supplies to really help you deal with that threat. That's where the fun comes in. You're using all of your supplies to be overpowered, essentially. Alright, let's just get into the combos for the axe. It's a little bit more complex than normally I'd pick for these FUNtide builds. Normally I don't like to think about weapon combos too much. It's not too hard though. So essentially for crowd control, we are going to go heavy, and then heavy, and then push, and then heavy, heavy, push, heavy, heavy, push, heavy, heavy, push. This is an extremely safe combo. The push combined with the shield bash, so the shield bash does damage, but it also has extremely good infinite stagger for anything in its range. Combined with the follow-up axe sweep, that does decent damage. None of these attacks do great damage, but they do fantastic stagger, which, you know, pairs up extremely well with second wind. So you're keeping yourself safe because you're staggering the enemy, you're keeping yourself safe because you're farming all that THP from them, and you're doing decent damage. It's not fantastic damage, but you're doing decent damage. Then for any kind of elite killing or boss killing damage, this is going to be rarer, because you're not great at doing that kind of damage anyway, but if you need to, light, light, heavy, light, heavy, light, heavy, light, heavy, light. You can see the damage isn't great still, but you're putting out decent damage and there's decent armor piercing on these attacks, right? So that is the weapon combos. So that's it. All we've got left is the gameplay to kind of show off both builds. I find these quite fun to play. Hopefully you do as well. As always, if you find something useful in these videos, I really appreciate a like, a comment, and a subscribe. Every time I see those numbers go up, it really kind of motivates me to make more videos. Feel free to let me know what you want, you know, next for a FUNtide build, what you want to see more of, what you want to see less of. And yeah, I'm going to see you in the next video, guys.
Invention, I'm sure, but others. All the more reason to rescue the abductees with all haste. Fairness for the faithless!
We can't fly over those walls. We'll need a way through.
Such places are often used as dungeons. Perhaps we shall find the captives we seek.
You worry too much, Dory. Let's just enjoy ourselves. You'll not hear me lamenting a tunnel, Dory. Just like that. That's another down.
Down here!
I hear a war patrol.
A gutter runner is near.
Steady, Dory! Assassin in sight! Bloated bloody black powder! Your father holds you.
Right, just your mistress of thorns!
They expect smash them in!
I have a rock! Shelter behind me! Take that potion. It might be useful.
Look at those crows' cages. Just how many captives have they held down here?
Most of this looks old to me. Probably dates back to the great enchanters' days.
How many times must I tell you, Crowback? There never was a great enchanter.
Well, let's hope you're right.
Well done. Don't want to get separated. No free. Black one! Come now, assassin! Face a Dawi! Across the bridge! Well, you can stop us! You're welcome to bloody try! Charismatic and glove at the air! A warfire thrower! Kill the crookie before it fires! Yo! Well, fine, so that's how it is! Kill that gas rat! Gas rat's dead! Warrior rat! Ah, you're getting the knack of this, Dwarf. It's not Bugman's, I'll tell you that. Weapons up! Fight like it's payday!
I do believe you're getting better at this, Dwarf.
Aye, well, takes a few bites to get everything flowing the way it should.
And to shake off that king of hail you downed last night, I shouldn't wonder.
Hook rat!
Anyone left alive in here?
Stand together! Send the buggers back into the field! Roll! Come to man!
Here's the healing trap.
It has to die.
Get where you can, wizard! Puking!
A boil! Keep your current place and we'll outwit the brute.
Trolls heal fast! We'll have to put it down.
Dead strangler. You want a dance?
It's a strangler! Don't let it grab you! Kill that! Gutter runner! We'll get them all out! Right now! Right now!
Healing draft is needed. Saltspire's convinced Drachenfels is a myth. Carillion and Kruger are equally certain it's real.
Setting them up!
The backstabber.
One less assassin to worry about! Where the
Your wisdom and wrath from my fire, soldier up. That's a gun rat.
Ammunition! Thanks, Valaya. Racky, dead and done. Pack of fanatics coming in. Drive them back. Over this way, Gringarazi. Power father's axe! It's a chaos warrior! You're stupid! And the dirt!
Over there! Rock shield! Someone's killing!
Throwers out of it! Bloody hell! We've only got and killed him!
Potion here!
I think that's a Globadeer.
Been a funny few years, isn't it? How long have we been doing this now?
Oh no, I'm not answering that. It'll make me feel even older.
Even older than...
There! Fear not, Unki! A Dawi comes for you! Chaos warrior, work together! Here come more of the wazards! Working them all out! Right here, right now!
Windwich there! Brother! Cut him down! Blaze war!
That gas rat needs to die! I fire from left! Assassin, alive! Lads, all of us!
That's a Chaos Warrior! A hardier proposition than most!
Ammunition here!
Another dead gutty runner!
Fortune over here! Stand together! Send the buggers back into the bell! Here, Glory! Kill one from Zazilla's dummy nearby! That's a good gummy, Dory. Thank you. That's the Zilla's dummy bell.
I don't believe it.
Free. Free. At last. Bless you. Clear the path to the Chaos Warrior!
What?
Oh, leave me alone! Come on! Move us down! Give them hell! Chop them to bloody pieces! That's the Chaos Warrior done! It's a damn Kasaki doom, that's what it is! Oh, there's no stopping us both, is there? Trust me. Warming up.
Warming up! You don't know the meaning of those words, Barney.
bollocks. Still no ale.
Dead! And damn well done!
Not the wind, was it? Still the sorcerer!
Stabber!
Please, always something in store. Never understood ritual. All that waving about and singing, and nary a tanker to hand. Oi! Grimdius axe, that's quite a hook! Horse in here! So I can kill you, sir! The more ammunition here trolls the wind. Down, weapons! Fight like it's payday! Getting a bit gloomy, isn't it? I killed the hook!
So many dead from your weakness. Twimbark, Grum, Sindri Harkon, Imelda Gorin, even Morden, your son.
Didn't catch that.
Hush, hush! There's a blight storm here.
Sneaker in the shadows!
Living in this castle's blighted shadow is a test of righteousness. Or perhaps common sense.
Gas rat incoming! Gas rat! Heave my steel, gas rat! Down the hatch! Whatever this is, I'd say it's done. Be careful. The righteous and true need fear no pain.
The test of my new demon. Lend me your strength. Yes. Yes.
Oh look! Another maniac! More specialty. His vile conjuration follows me!
Shield Scaler!
on that rattling anyway? Portion here. I can't vouch for the taste. Mate, he's weakening. My time! Smash him in!
Imbibing a potion. Stand clear of him.
Always works, that. Yeah, don't need going, thank you.
That's a sword sorcerer! Cut into little pieces!
It's gotta die!
Slain an assassin!
This is where we stand, and ready.
Grudge! Oh, overwhelming!
Yeah! Bring it on! Bring Benazzi! I'm a bit banged up!
You must not die, Dwarf. Our work continues. The sorcerer retreats. We have won this round. Let fate shield you.
That sorcerer can skulk in there all he likes. Coming for him.
From which they provision their campaigns. This, naturally, we shall not allow. It will all have to be banned. Let the Northlanders eat the ashes, if they can stomach them. The manor must be destroyed. By Sigma, I shall see it done.
A regular army can't march on an empty belly. I hope it applies to Chaos Hordes too.
Time to pay for what you've stolen, Kazaki-dom.
You'll see!
Chaos Warrior dead.
A day late and a silver short, this caravan. Easy prey.
Always something in store. Listen, Dory. Chaos Warriors.
Blightstormer! End his chance!
Gates open.
Out of that.
Vestigor on the rampage!
Get all make noise! Stop showing off! You'll never be as good as Opry.
I will shield you!
Stop fighting! it. I'll be back. New priority. Kill that warp fire now. This place could have used us before, Dawi. We'll make it up as best we can. Gas! Where?
Through this door!
Gas rat, beware its poison! Down we go! Sneak rat! Walk fire throwers out of it! Bombardiers, dead and gone!
Another slag. The tallied row.
God, Thrower! Let Sigmar's might flow through you! Weapons up! Fight like it's payday!
Carry it more, Marcus! Healing drop. Don't squander it.
Setting!
The Brevardier's gone mad. Bombs here.
Ah, Strangler!
Yeah! Dead flame spouter!
These stats look promising. Station here! We're on the wrong side of town. We'll have to fight our way to the manor.
Backstabber loose nearby. Stay alert.
The steps lead us on.
Marcus got it!
Strangler!
Chaos warrior! It's our shall not hold!
Rattling gun! Heads down! Fast feet! Cross shield! Stand together! Good rat! The rattling gunner die! We got the strangler! Kill us!
Stand together, darling. We'll triumph.
No stopping us all from there! Trust me! Warming up!
Warming up! You don't know the meaning of those words, Bardin.
won't be long now. Good something, you'll trade your life for me.
Can't go through. We go
Wrong way, back up, try again, and do better. Incoming! Fight on! For the last! You're wounded, sir!
We need to kill it.
Listen, Bladstormer! That's what you get for blightstorming! The righteous feel no pain!
A night for mysteries and murder, darlings. Let me heal.
Healing tools if you're feeling weak, Trengarazi. I'll block their path. Like I was never here.
So, you like picking on the helmets? Come on! Try me this time! Now, force it! Diseased fanatics! Light! Boil the flesh off!
At least that one was clear, didn't you? Guess we'll have to swing around. What's the matter, Dawi? I am allowed to come out and get unfell.
Curse the savage!
Blightstormer energy.
Just let me do my thing here, Bardin.
Yes, that's dead. I hope it's not fun.
There we are. Let the destruction begin. Sneaker in the shadows. Sneak rat.
Let fate shield you!
Assassin's message end. Fire and ash. We'll kill them all.
Gas rat, Trengarazi. Gas rat. Strangler dies now!
That is sufficient. Now, let the manor burn!
Glorious glory! Like a town taking a bit! Like smoke!
A challenge.
Weapons up! Up that back!
A black dot. A challenge at last.
All you've got! Down the horse always works, that.
I thought this was too easy an expedition.
You don't want to get vomited on. Smell it for days. The dust troll's weak. Come on! Hell for all! Don't let me die with my boots on. You wounded, Crowan! Hit me again, or in the cover. Just like that. I'm a mortal of flame. A righteous blow, elf.
Righteous or not, the troll's no longer a threat.
Can't shake yet. You pull through, Dwarf. Deal bearer.
Down here.
Grumney.
The dwarf is down. Aid him!
Oh.